All right. Let us continue the Elden adventure. I have my tea and my soda. They don't mix very well. But I need to do something because I've been losing my voice. And the tea helps with that. Last we left off, I believe we were investigating this fort all the way to the south. Oh, it looks like we kindly left our souls behind. Will I ever get used to calling them runes? Probably not. I'll probably just call them souls forever and just be wrong. Hope all is well in your neck of the woods, wherever you are. And that your day or night is going fantastic. It's always fantastic, right? Every single day is fantastic. So while we're traveling, let's talk a little bit about things that aren't Elden Ring. Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. So I've been playing through the entire SMT series, every single one, chronologically. Not timeline, but like chronologically when they've been released. I finally got into Nocturne. Nocturne has been heralded as one of the best, if not the best, SMT game. And let me tell you, I'm not seeing it. I am very much at the end of the game. I'm in the last dungeon. I'm on floor 300. That's not an exaggeration. And yeah, I'm just not feeling it. It's interesting. And this whole time, my wife and I have been like, why? Why is this one considered so good? Because she's been watching me go through literally all of them. At the same time, because it's fun to talk about it and compare things and stuff like that. So yeah, we've been doing some research the whole way through trying to figure out, like, why do people like this? Why do people like this? I think the only thing that we could settle on was at the time when Nocturne came stateside, there just wasn't anything quite like it, because you got to compare it to things like Final Fantasy X, or what else came out at that time? Xenosaga, which, don't get me wrong, I don't like those games, but they have merit in their own right. But they can't compare quite the same way mechanically to the freedom of choice in Nocturne. It's just that Nocturne really isn't a masterpiece. It's an okay game, but as far as SMT games go, it's just kind of subpar, I guess. Anyway, hopefully you're not a die-hard Nocturne fan, and, you know, I just haven't lost all your respect there. I have no idea who this person is. The demi-humans wax wroth, now their mother's been taken. Where are you, Lord Kenneth, the knight bedeviled by blood? Wait, wasn't Kenneth the guy who sent us on this quest? Kenneth, yeah, Kenneth Height, Limgrave heir. Okay, hold up, what does this guy say? He said that the demi-human's mother had been taken, so I'm not sure what that means. And then he references demi-humans wax wroth. They're angry that the mother's been taken. Where are you, Lord Kenneth, the knight, bedeviled by blood? Now, does that mean that Kenneth is the knight bedeviled by blood, or is he just referencing a knight bedeviled by blood? I'm inclined to think that it's Kenneth. I don't really like Kenneth. We're kind of just out here taking back his fort just to see, you know, kind of what the story is. I don't know if I trust him or think he's a good person. He certainly seems to be a man of theatrics. The way he stood upon the top of the ruins and begged for somebody to come rescue him, or not rescue him, but to aid him. I don't know why that... Oh, we're too slow. Oh yeah, let's grab our runes. Oh, that's not our runes. Where are our runes? They must be deeper in the castle. I love that this knight has just been chilling here throughout all of this. He's just so far hollow. He's like, whatever, just kill me. Alright. What do you think? 4? 4 should probably do it. Oh, not quite. We could try summoning some spectral dudes to help us. That might be entertaining. Although it costs FP. What's a little FP? A little FP to aid us against these rats that are in here. Alright. Go, skeletal minions! Get them! Nice. Nice! Hey, that's pretty cool. That's actually super useful because they're gonna distract those rats. Oh, golly goodness. Who threw that? I thought we were safe. I was like, it's fine. Our skeletons are distracting people. Oh, but we're gonna run out of FP. Do they disappear after we run out? That would kind of stink. No, I don't think our FP is going down, so I think we're fine. Man, summoning Spectral Knights is awesome. That is so cool. Sorry, I know I just keep saying that, but like, seriously, there's never been a mechanic quite like this in Dark Souls before. We've been able to summon NPCs, sure, but it's very different from being able to just point to a location and go, I need help here. It's not even the damage that they bring, it's just the fact that we're not here, we're not the focus of every single enemy. Although that knight made very short work of our poor skeletons. And that feels fair, you know? There are weak minions. They shouldn't be able to fight this super knight. Oh, one of our skeletons is, oh, they're both still alive. They just probably, oh geez, he's two-handing it. Yeah, they just kind of got knocked off. Alright, there's one skelly down. But yeah, I don't know. In a game where we have to dispatch minion after minion after minion, having a couple minions of our own feels kind of good. Even fair in some ways. We don't get it for free. We have to spend MP. Oh boy. Oh, wait a minute. I think... Are our skeletons coming back to life? Is that... Because I thought he killed both of them. Dude, you are the best skeleton friend I have ever had. No, that's not true. There was one. A skeleton named Gammy. Akia, if you're watching this, Gammy... He knows the tale of Gammy. Gammy the skeleton shall be remembered. Gammy saved Akia and I from a vampire once. This is not made up. This is completely true. Gammy the skeleton. But you are the second best skeleton ally I have ever had. The fact of the matter is, we are purposefully playing a very crafty style of fighting. We don't have the heaviest armor. We don't have the biggest weapon. We haven't dumped all our points into strength or dex, you know. We're not flattening people. We're not super intelligent. We don't have the best spells. So we rely on our wits, our speed, and frankly, our ability to plunge this misericord into people's backs. That's how we primarily do the majority of our damage. So having a distraction is amazing because we were able to, in the middle of that fight, just run over and plant a dagger into that knight's back. Now, could we have done that on our own? Absolutely. Was it 1,000 times easier to do with that skeleton distracting him? Yes. Smithing stone. And it's just kind of like the ability to summon an ally without having to summon an ally. Because, you know, you don't want to summon someone and have them traipse about this whole place with you, because most people aren't going to be interested in doing that. Most people just kind of want to be summoned to fight a boss fight. Speaking of which, let's put our name into the hat. And let's re-equip the thing that seals Margit. And maybe we'll get lucky tonight and actually be able to use it. Yeah, though. I love this. I love being able to summon the undead. I also like that we get to pick them. I didn't pick the Undead Legion because of any mechanical reason. I just thought they sounded like the coolest out of all the ones we had. The Wandering Noble Ashes actually sounds kind of fun. I'm more often than not the kind of person who would rather summon a bunch of weak things rather than one really big strong one. So I like the idea of summoning a horde of helpful minions. But I also hate dogs and wolves, so I will never summon the Rotten Stray or the Lone Wolf Ashes. I shouldn't say never. We might do it at some point just to see what they are. But I like the idea of summoning human allies, or humanoid allies, a little better. Especially unintelligent ones like skeletons. You don't really think of them as having much agency. So I saw that outcropping, or those wooden boards. I thought maybe we needed to jump down to get a secret, but I don't see anything on them, so I guess we don't. We also picked up, let's see. Now, why did that pop up on the screen? Oh, whoops. Looks like I have Discord up and running. Let me shut that off real quick. There we go. But yeah, let's read, we picked up some items there. Here it is. The Dectus medallion, the left half. The left half of a split medallion depicting the Erd Tree. Brandishing the medallion with both halves conjoined will activate the Grand Lift of Dectus, connecting the Altus Plateau to Liurnia. The right half is said to reside in Fort Feroth, in the Dragon Barrow, far to the east. How would a legend like that be even, like, known? It's interesting that we have these descriptions of items. Like, who are we getting these descriptions from? Because that feels like it would be a fairly recent thing. Like, okay, the knowledge that there's a medallion that activates a lift. A little odd, but okay. I could see how a legend like that might get started. But the legend also depicting exactly where the other half of the medallion is? Now, from a mechanical perspective, I know why that exists. It's so that the player knows a little bit where to go, and it isn't just like looking for a needle in a haystack. But how does that part of the legend come to be known? We have the Nomadic Warriors Cookbook, number 6. I feel like we're getting these in chronological order. Nope, we're missing number 5. We have the ability to make blood grease. Drawstring blood grease. Bloodbone arrow fletched, and a bloodbone bolt. What does blood grease even do? Oh, it just gives your weapon blood loss. Now, we've been seeing these things, like, everywhere. And everyone always feels the need to make these juvenile comments about them, but they're just everywhere. What are they? They're clearly a reused asset, but are these the things that allow us to summon our friends? What? I actually don't really know. Anyway, we were supposed to take this fort back from the demi-fiends. There were a couple demi-fiends. Oh, wait a minute. We also got the blood thing. Hold on. So maybe that's what that ghost meant, the blood bedeviled knight. We did fight a knight up at the top here who used blood arts. So that must have been... So Kenneth isn't the blood bedeviled knight. The blood bedeviled knight is presumably the one who we just defeated. We got Bloody Slash. Oath skill granted by the Lord of Blood. From a low stance, coat the blade in your own blood to unleash a rending blood slash in a wide arc. Interesting. I'm almost more content to acquire these... what are these even called again? Ashes of War, almost as a stamp collection, really, rather than a thing we're doing to obtain mechanical advantage. I don't even really know enough about the ashes and the skills to... What the... Anyway, I don't really know enough about the ashes and the skills to know which one I would even want to apply to our weapon. For one thing, we barely even use, or frankly, we never even use, the skill we currently have on our Misericord. We used the Estox a couple times at the beginning of the game, but we really haven't needed to do so at any other point. I think blood art, or not blood arts, but skills in general are probably better used. Well, I shouldn't say better used. I think they mean more when you're fighting a human opponent. When you need to fight an opponent that you maybe need to swap up what you're doing and throw them off guard. Against an NPC, it doesn't matter what kind of swing or attack you use. It just matters what the outcome of the attack is. But for a human, changing your fighting style could throw them off guard and get you the advantage that you need. Anyway, I'm going to assume that we successfully did this because I don't see any other creatures over there. And they did say it was a fort, not like a castle or an entire city or something. And we didn't really solve the mystery of the supposed mother of the demi-fiends that was taken. I feel like maybe the demi-fiends struck back against Kenneth because Kenneth robbed them of their matriarch or something like that. I feel like that's possible. Wow, there's a lot of these things. I feel like they just keep coming. Are we ambushed here because we took the fort? Are we being punished? Are they trying to stop us, or is it just simply because we didn't take this path last time? Open for business? We can't rate this message. It almost seems like it's scripted. How strange. At any rate, let's go back and talk to Kenneth. Looks like we're being summoned. Oh, so I had actually said this. Bloody Finger was vanquished? That was interesting. I actually said this when I had goofed my audio. Oh, he banished us. Okay, well, goodbye forever then. Anyway, I'd actually said this when I goofed my audio, but Sorcerer Rogier is an NPC, not not an actual human. Lepsis was kind enough to point that out to me. I had said multiple times in a previous recording that, you know, oh, Rogier is very active tonight, and Rogier must have put all his Estus points into the cerulean flask because he's not healing and all that stuff. No, Rogier is just an NPC. He's not a human. In fact, we purchased several Ashes of War from him. He's the guy we found in the castle. Storm Veil. How did we not get this grace? It's like right in the middle of everything. Oh, well. Alright, Kenneth, what do you got for us today?
I've been waiting for you with bated breath. Did you manage to recapture my fort?
I mean,
Oh, excellent.
in a manner of speaking.
Wonderful. And the knight's dead to boot. Well done, my friend. Well done indeed. I knew I was right to trust you. Now, here's your reward.
Your eternal reward.
It's all yours.
Ooh, an Erdsteel dagger. Look, Kenneth. I'm actually excited about this. I didn't expect to get anything that I was going to be interested in. Oh, we can't equip it. It requires faith. Why? So many things in this game require faith. Why? It even has quick step, but then again, like all the daggers have quick step, so. An Erdsteel dagger with a grass crest engraved upon its blade, carried by the Erd Tree royalty for self-defense in times of peace. Though forged to a high standard, the weapon is difficult to wield. Attack power also scales with faith. Yeah, it's only got a crit of 110 though.
Right then. Time for me to head to the fort. I've much to do. First, I'll have to re-establish...
Oh my goodness, he is gonna talk to the demi-humans.
What's that look? You don't believe me? Well, under the earth...
No, I just believe you did something fishy with the demi-humans.
Even the vulgar shall not be left behind under the rule of true order. Which is why I, Kenneth Height, next in line as the rightful ruler of Limgrave, have sworn to uphold it.
You've sworn to enslave them, I'm sure.
You watch. Ah, yes. I've been meaning to ask. Would you like to enter my service? I see bright things in
Kenneth,
your future, stout warrior.
I'll join you to make sure you don't murder all of the demi-humans.
Military's true order. And who knows? Perhaps sometime down the line, the grace of gold will return to those tarnished eyes of yours.
Oh, are we supposed to have golden eyes?
A fine accord, is it not?
I was not gonna join the round table, but I'll join this guy. I don't even know, I don't even know why. I don't trust Kenneth, but I trust that jackhat we met outside the tutorial area even less. There's this great meme out there. It's the Maidenless meme, and it perfectly encapsulates my feeling of the trust we should have for that guy. I don't even remember his name. He's the guy with the weird face. And he's just posing in a very patronized position, and he just says, "Ah, you were maidenless. Feel free to die in a ditch somewhere." And that's pretty much what I feel about him and the round table. But Kenneth, I don't trust Kenneth either, but I think Kenneth is a bit of an idiot, and if he ever tries to double cross us, I'm not afraid of him.
Very well indeed. I knew I saw something in you. I shall await you at my fort. We shall hold a ceremony for your knighting there, I think. I see great things ahead of us. We are truly by the Erd Tree blessed. Right then, time for me. I've much to do.
Yeah, see, I feel like, also, strangely enough, that if Kenneth is misusing the demi-humans, that he legitimately doesn't realize why that's wrong. Like, he strikes me as a person who's been pampered so much throughout his life that were he to oppress people, he would do it simply because he thought it was the natural order of things, not because of a sense of joy from degrading others, or he very much comes across as your stereotypical medieval nobleman. Like, he's like, what? There are, you know, squires and peasants and knights and barons and kings. It is the natural order, even though I wouldn't necessarily agree with that. There's a lot of bodies up here. There's also a rune bear up there. Maybe that would explain the bodies. Anyway, he said he'd knight us at the fort, which, okay, I mean, we're the least likely stereotype for a knight. We don't wear armor, we skulk around, and we summon zombies to do our bidding. But alright, let's go see if Kenneth puts his money where his mouth is and actually knights us here. Oh, whoops. Just wanted to access the map, not drink an Estus. Courts, whatever. What are these things called? Not rose quartz. It's been a while since I've watched Steven Universe. Let's see here. Oh, it's right there. Crimson Tears. So, Estus is just so much easier to say. Wait, is it a flask? See, you can just say Estus and people know what you're talking about, but should I call it a flask? Or should I say drinking the tears? Or should I say drinking the crimson? I don't actually know. There's a lot of dragonflies over here, but I want to say there's something we need dragonfly heads for, but I don't remember what it is. Need may be a bit of a strong word. Are able to use is probably more accurate. Killing things on a horse is sometimes difficult. Alright. And what's all this? More demi-fiends. You know, fighting on horseback kind of makes me feel like I'm running down peasants, especially against these demi-fiends, which are kind of defenseless against this. I think I understand now why horses changed the way that combat was carried out. I mean, it's like the equivalent of having a tank or, like, I don't know, a recon jeep or something and trying to fight people armed on the ground with baseball bats and clubs and knives and such. Like, technologically, you know, mobile tank is far more advanced than a horse, but it's the same kind of concept. It's an unfair fight due to an advancement that gives an advantage. Although I suppose you could argue that that is all fights are unfair fights, pitting one technological advancement over another. And I've mentioned this before, I can't remember what game, but I'll mention it again. I love that Baki the Grappler, the anime, explores the concept that there is no such thing as a fair fight. It's never possible to have a fair fight. It's an illusion. All fights are unfair, that's not why you fight. Now what is this? Also, we picked up some magic grease. I doubt the description on it is terribly interesting, but we'll give it a quick read. If we ever find it, that is. There we go. Solidified grease made from a mixture of magically resonant materials. Adds magic damage to attacks. I heard like a whistle. There's a bear over there, but I don't know what whistled. Seophoria River Well. We're going into a well? It's very clean looking. It's also very deep. My goodness, we still got a ways to go. This is a well, right? Not a portal to another dimension? Whoa. Okay, where the heck are we? How? What? I love that, you know, we were just kind of traveling. Seofra River, Visions of Monster. Good grief, we went down forever, and then... It's like a dream, yeah, no kidding. Weren't we on our way to get knighted? How did we end up here? Oh, speaking of summoning pool. Well, let's hold off on the summoning pool for now. Where the devil are we? Melted mushroom? Mushroom question mark? A mushroom that grows in the false night, in and around the eternal city. It drips with a viscous fluid that behaves much like oil. Is this the eternal city? Is Seofra the eternal city? Precious item. Golden rune, okay. Are those herbas over here? No, they're dew-kissed. Dew-kissed herba? I think we picked up one of those already, but I want to see how many we have. That way we can gauge the rarity. Found in and around the Eternal City. Yeah. Soaked in arcane dew. I also can't help but feel that, you know how, like, stories where they're like cautionary tales telling children not to stray off the path, to pick flowers or anything like that. I feel like those sun or dew-kissed herbas are kind of like that. I feel like they're leading us down that path, like they want us to go that way. So I'm going to avoid that and go this way instead. For calling finger remedy. Oh, ghost glovewort. We need those for... Oh, but we need ghost glovewort 2s. Level 2s. Grade 2s. This place is huge. Seofra must be... It has to be the Eternal City, right? Maybe. Silver Firefly. Liar ahead. What's going on? Okay, well. Okay. What an interesting circumstance. I'd be more mad, except we really didn't do anything. We didn't kill anything, and... Oh, look, all the items are back. Okay, let's maybe try this again. Tarnished. Okay. There was a blood stain over there. We should probably see how someone died. Swing, 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 and stabbed. Not very descriptive. Why was there combat here? Looks like there are some friendly people over this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least 5 of them. How resistant do you think they are to fire? A little resistant. Okay. What about arcane? Huh. Pretty resistant on the whole. They have spears coated in something. They're very slow. How could anyone have died to these things? They're glacially slow. What would have... Maybe they explode when they die. I'm awfully suspicious of this monster. Let's kill one from a distance. They certainly leave a cloud of something when they die. They're very defensible. They're just very slow. They don't really flinch. They're not terribly aggressive. Oh, okay. But they can pull back their weapon to deal damage. So we need to be aware of that. So we don't... Yeah, that when they pull it back, that's also got a hitbox on it. And they seem to try and grab you. No, it's just visual. You don't get poisoned or anything like that. Curious. Well, overall, I'd have to say they're not very threatening. I don't mean that to sound arrogant, it's just... I'm not sure if we should be afraid of these things. Let's just give them the old backstab, then. They're insanely slow, so I don't think we're going to have any trouble doing that. And there we have it. Try head. Smithing stone. What do they drop? Silver fireflies. item ahead? Well, yes, I'm sure somewhere there's an item ahead. Nope. Sometimes Dark Souls games do this. They put an enemy in your path that is not really there because it's actually dangerous. It's more just an interesting obstacle. Kind of like the slimes, the ones that take forever to kill. They're not really dangerous. They force you to slow down a little bit and kind of pay attention to your surroundings. Oh, smithing stone too. That's pretty decent. Now, all these guys grouped up could actually pose a bit of a threat, simply by virtue of them not really getting stunned. And so, like, I could see maybe if you tried to run in there and fight them all at the same time, you might... Yeah, well, we just got poked. Actually did quite a bit of damage. And I'm probably being over-analytical. It's just I'm really trying to gauge the combative properties of these monsters so that I can determine whether or not they're a threat. I think they are a threat. It's just a different kind of threat. They're not like that. Like, we got hit there. Not... oh, goodness. Yeah, weird. They're so slow. Why am I getting hit at all? Is it because they're slow? Is it because there's so many of them? In spite of their lethargy, they still manage to pose a certain level of threat when they're grouped up. They don't really flinch. They have a ton of HP. They have high defenses. They sort of cover each other when they're grouped up like this. I keep doing that. I keep running in after they've struck. But I think it's safe. On their own, they're not threatening, and yet I still got hit far more times in that fight than I wish to admit. Try up. Yes, eventually. Let there be life. Ew. Golden centipede? Found near churches. The golden desiccated remains of a centipede, material used for crafting, kept as a fetish by the Golden Order fundamentalists, especially the hunters of those who live in death. As such, they're found near churches. Someone died here? What killed somebody like that? It looks like they were picked up and then impaled. Well, hopefully none of these guys impale us. So this one appears to be the spellcaster. Oh, what is that one doing? They move in slow motion, yet it's kind of difficult to approach them. This is called the Eternal City, but I wonder if it's eternal, like eternal sleep. Like everyone's moving as if it was a dream or something. They also appear to almost be melted, just as the mushrooms we found. I'm never gonna remember that. Immunizing cured meat? Oh, I thought we could pivot around him. This is fascinating. They're such a slow enemy. I must be doing something wrong. They keep hitting us. In spite of them seeming completely harmless, they are not. Rainbow stone. Okay, what was that enervating cured meat? Cured strip of meat dried out after pickling in a green medicinal solution. Temporarily boosts immunity. Higher immunity helps mitigate the buildup of various poisons and scarlet rot. And I don't know if we need all of these Dukist herbas, but this is like the only place we've found that has them, so figure we might as well go for it. What the? Oh, it's a bunch of them. I thought it was like a crab. No, it's just like 3 of these melty zombies. It's almost like they're digging. But we have no reason to fight them. Let's just see if there's anything over here and then leave. Golden rune. That seems to be about it. Try ahead. High spot ahead. Behold, bug. Jumping required ahead. And then seek left. Why am I so sleepy? Budding horn. Seek rump. Ha! You're hilarious. It's almost like the messages are supposed to be like, you know, words of wisdom from travelers from another land, but in reality it's like the equivalent of allowing strangers to write graffiti all over your game. Still no horse. Can't use the horse. Yeah, we can definitely use the horse. How'd someone die here? They jumped down, they jumped up. Seemed like they're fine. And they had a weird jump to the left. Okay, well I don't think we're gonna have to worry about that. I think that's probably something that, like their finger slipped. I still don't know how that one guy got impaled. Like, that legitimately concerns me. There's a certain amount of logic for maybe even just leaving these things alone. I think the reason we can't do it with these ones is because they have their ranged attack here. Yeah, that. It's not much of a range. Oh, getting a little feisty. Okay, okay. Oh, he's not dead. Good grief. But yeah, they've got kind of this semi-ranged attack that I don't want to be messing with. Try edge. Jumping ahead and then seek bug. Try jumping. Gonna look at these bloodstains and find all the reasons, or all the ways we can't do this. Maybe we'll find the way that we can. Okay, yeah, he just kind of popped off. Down. First off, good luck. You know, seeing all these people doing this in ways that don't work. I feel like, couldn't we just jump right there? Like, isn't that a good spot? Down ahead, yeah. Like, I feel like we can just jump right there. Alright, I'm gonna try that. Okay. Ah, good luck. Can we just shoot this thing with magic? Oh, it's rolling away. Nice, we got it. Oracle bubbles. Hey, is that a spell? It's probably the spell that the dudes are using on us. Oh, it requires arcane and int, but no faith. Huh. Anyway, launches several magical bubbles. Sorcery of the Claymen, who served as priests in the ancient dynasty, produces several small magic bubbles that drift towards foes before they naturally pop. Charging increases the delay before they pop. The Claymen search for lost oracles within their bubbles. So the bubbles, they seek oracles within the bubbles, which is interesting. Well, our arcane isn't any good. It's a 9. It's not 14. We'd have to invest 5 levels to have 9 arcane, and I'm not into that right now, so we won't. But it's, I suppose, an option for us at some point in the future. I think there's there's an Estus bug here. We definitely want that. Nice. Nearly up to full now. High spot ahead. We're still no closer to really understanding where we are. The melty men are apparently called clay men. And they can cast magic. That's about all I got for you. And we may or may not be in the Eternal City. Oh, that's a lot of them. We kind of need to thin them out before they group up. Because once they group up, they're not going to be very easy to separate. Okay, we also kind of need to land our backstabs. I think we run away and craft a bunch of fire bombs. It's a little bit lame, but if they're going to group up like that, it makes them susceptible to splash damage. And we have a lot of materials to make these, so I think we're good. Okay, so we just engage them normally until they group up, and then once they group up, we just throw fire bombs at them. Easy peasy, right? Okay. This was easier in my head. It still takes quite a few fire bombs to take one out. Good grief. Aye. Just can't seem to get the sweet spot. There we go. Item ahead. Alright, someone was on their horse. They were fighting, and looks like they just got hit. Oh! Oh boy. Okay, we didn't get back a ton of Estes, but it's something. Likely not here. Is there a secret behind the waterfall? There is not. Good. Let that old cliche die. I'm not sure why we did that, but we did it. Frankly, I'm not sure really why we're doing any of this. Mayhap we shall obtain our answer as we travel. Pincer attack ahead. That's something we don't need. No head ahead, therefore sadness? Oh, the statue is missing the head. I see. That's funny. We should go back and rate that. But speaking of which, does it show our history of people? Oh, only one lone person made it up onto that rock cliff and rated our message. If only I had fingers. Item ahead. I don't see anything on the ceiling. Liar ahead. Hidden path ahead. Preserving boluses. Not bad, although not immediately useful. Tree, oh tree. Why are we talking about a tree? Dog? That's just a crab. Behold, crab! Time for crab. Crab ahead, therefore time for crab. Is this the pincer attack? The two crabs? It's a good tree. It must be a good tree. Why is it always a crab outstanding in its field? It is the best tree among all the trees. An upstanding citizen for the forest. Very well could be, is he? Now there's the large crab over there. I guess maybe we just take it out with glint blade. Oh, what the? We don't need this. Dragonfly, get out of here. Oh my gosh, that dragonfly single-handedly ruined us. Oh my goodness. We had that crab. Oh my gosh, this dragonfly is the MVP. Okay. We're safe. Forever. I'm gonna go murder that dragonfly now. Wherever it is. It's gone. It knew when to leave. Beast liver. This seems like something maybe we'll open a grate for. Maybe? I don't know. There's a lot of blood here, but it's probably just from the crab. Yeah. Behold, crab! Ah, death. Still no item. Should there have been? Beautiful ahead. By the way, praise the message. I guess? Why would we just praise that message? It's not that beautiful. Ah, gorgeous view. Apparently people like this view. I do like the ruins in the background. It's the real MVP. I'm gonna murder it. He just asks for likes and follows on Soapstone. Yeah. Make sure to smash that like button. Click the bell. I think that's what people on YouTube say. I said it earlier, but giving people the privilege to write messages over your game is like giving people the privilege to graffiti all over your environments. It's like, we love it for some reason, but at the same time, it's just kind of like people shitposting all over your game. Okay, the bridge seems to be out. Oh, thank goodness, a grace. I mean, we did get 2 flasks, I guess. I don't know. I guess we don't have to rest. If we do, what do we lose? The crab comes back. But that's probably fine. We're not going to go that direction. Also, I have no idea how there's elk down here. Or deer or whatever. Okay, what the... Let's go rest. You'll get some nice stuff and a lot of dicks. Yeah. The joke at my wife's art school is if anybody caught you in the school sleeping, they would draw phallic imagery all over your face. I don't know, I guess it's an art school thing. Alright, let's see here. This is some kind of spiritual giant men. Are these chitons? No, they're not chitons. I don't think they're minotaurs either. I think they're wearing a helmet. Although it's kind of hard to get a look at the body. Oh, they don't flinch. Oh, he's down here. Oh, come on, I just want to backstab you. But they were usually uber simple cartoonish dicks. Or like actual... Oh, were they? I don't know, to be honest. Her school was a scary place. I didn't go there very often. It's like it was like a mill for pumping out artists for video games. It chewed up most people and spat them out. Still no treasure chest. That's a man with a horned helmet. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Oh, but we found another armorer's cookbook, but we already have that one. Wait, does that mean that... No, we found the warrior's cookbook. Okay. So we can make preserving boluses now. That's huge. Those things are very expensive. Now we can just make them? Oh, but we need some pretty rare items. Crystal cave moss. We haven't even found those yet. But that probably prepared them for the industry better than expected. Yeah. For the ones that made it out alive, they were able to survive. The video game industry is horrible. I'm amazed so many people can survive in it. The ones that do, I mean, they can do it. But it's constantly jumping from one contract to another. Working in game dev and animation is very rough. Yeah. Like a lot of her professors were ex-Disney people because they were the ones that got laid off when Disney stopped doing 2D animation. Oh, why do we keep getting hit by that? I feel like I'm better than that. Oh, he's gonna... Oh gosh! We just need one hit. But yeah, I think all I meant by that was just that even people skilled enough to draw for a company like Disney can just be put out of work in that industry just at a moment's notice for no reason, basically. Gig based on work, often with a ton of crunch and meddling bosses, yeah. I mean, we have several friends in the industry, and it blows my mind that like one week they'll come over for dinner and they're talking about, you know, working on Bayonetta and all these mainstream games, and then the next week they'll come over and they'll be like, well, I'm a fry cook now for the next couple months. And it's like, whoa. Oh, what is this? Oh, that is death. That killed us very quickly. Oh, but then it disappeared. Huh. Alright. What if we ride the horse? Maybe we died because we were in the water? Okay, they seem to be traps. They're not actually enemies. Because they disappear after they discharge their lightning. No, 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 no. You're supposed to walk into the glint blades. Oh, goodness. I'm half tempted to go back to the Grace to get our MP back. Alright, this feels like it should be a good place to attack. Okay. Those crabs are just so huge. Let's go trigger that lightning trap. And we'll just ride Torrent past it. Seems good. As long as we have some cover, it's not too bad. What the? Just casually a portal to another dimension down here. Travel to another location? No! Last time we did that, we ended up somewhere terrible. Although if we don't travel there, we'll never know where it takes us. Do we even have a map of this area? No. We're just underground somewhere. Great. Wait, what? Okay, so we can go back. Why is the map dark? Oh, because we're still underground. Oh my goodness, you're kidding me. You mean this entire city it goes at least from here to here. Good grief. It's massive. And it's built into the ceiling, the rock. Okay, let's go back. This is too much. We at least know that travel through those portals is possible. Oh, the lightning's back. Oh, and the crab is back. We know travel through the portals is possible and that it doesn't take us somewhere completely awful. Uh-oh. Oops. That's a heckin' Moria. Yeah, it feels like Moria. It's kind of weird, like, you know, when you're a kid, you just read stories about stuff like that. And you play games, and the dungeons are just multi-level, sprite, and tile-based JRPGs. And nowadays, we can actually play games that somewhat realistically represent the scale of actual cities to a degree. Dog? More dog jokes about turtles. Dog ahead. Still not sure why any of this exists. Okay. That guy's trained on us. Oh. Okay. Being able to see it in the 3D space makes it a lot more tangible. Definitely. Like, you mentioned 3D space. I am super addicted to anything in VR. And I can't wait until VR just becomes a little less clunky. It's pretty decent now, but it does kind of feel like you're wearing a scuba mask on your head when you play. That wasn't an arrow, that was a ballista bolt, jeez. Yeah, it did seem that way. I think if I got shot with that in real life, I don't think I'd be moving still. Now this feels wrong. Like, should we backstab them? They almost seem like they're just gardening. Are they hostile? Like, what if we just wave our... Nope, nope, they're hostile. They also appear to be spirits of some sort. And I dropped a dwelling arrow. Arrow in which the spirits of small animals are thought to dwell. Deals magic damage used by the master hunters of ancestral followers. Okay, so these are ancestral followers? Not cowmen, but they graze. They do indeed. Hey, get off the grass. Yep. The hunt. I don't know what that one has. It's... looks like he's a caster. Oh, jeez. Uh-oh, we can't get behind him. All right. Blood poke times 2. It's my favorite way of fighting. Gods save us when we run into the monsters that we can't backstab. I guess that's what our magic is for. Alright, we picked up an old fang, a rarely seen specimen of beast fang. Found by hunting carnivorous beasts, these multiple overlapping fangs grow from a single root. Perhaps they're a vestige of the primordial crucible. I think I've read that description before, but it's been a while since we picked one up. We still don't know what the primordial crucible is. Inverted hawk heater shield. A medium-sized metal shield, easier to handle than a kite shield. The inverted hawk is the emblem of the company of slaves ordered to explore the Eternal City. So if this is the Eternal City, so there was a bunch of slaves that were ordered to explore the Eternal City? There are bodies of noblemen here. We see one there. A bunch of people died here. What happened? Oh, they just kind of fell off. All of them on horse. It almost looks like an accident. Yeah, like they thought they could make it across, but they didn't make it. Horse turn radius is a lie. It's true, the horse controls are a little like, when you're on foot, I'm gonna hold backwards. You pretty much immediately turn. It's not quite immediate, but you've got a pretty good pivot. But if you're on the horse, yeah, you gotta do that. They made it like realistic, where the whole horse has to turn. Skyrim had that too. I think you're right. Although I didn't spend a lot of time on horse in Skyrim. Where the horse takes up more space. Yeah. Wait, what's that noise? Oh, what? Great. I just want to look at the map! Alright, his buddies are leaving us alone, so I think we're fine. You loved your horse. Did you download the horse mods where you can actually keep multiple horses and make sure they're the same horse? That bothered Joni a lot when she was playing. She was like, I need a mod so that my horse sticks around. Wait, what did we just do? Fire required ahead? Fire seems familiar. I don't know why we did that. And definitely rode them off several cliffs. It's easy to do, especially because it's really unclear in Skyrim, like what you're allowed to climb up and what you're not allowed to climb up. And half the time your horses are like, they can practically defy gravity the way they travel up the cliffs. Your horse did stick around? It did? Maybe she didn't need a mod for it. Maybe it was something else then. Were you able to call your horse, like, anywhere? Maybe it was a horse whistle mod she got so you could whistle for your horse. And the appearance was determined by the city you bought them with. Gotcha. I'm probably remembering it wrong. I'm definitely not an expert at Skyrim. Bought them in. Yeah, I spent most of my time just trying to mod Skyrim to add in goofy things like the mansion from Resident Evil and extra silly quests and stuff like that. Nope, we got a Glovewort rank 2. So we can level up our spectral soldiers. So I would go out of my way to go to Morthal because it was my favorite, if I recall correctly. Visions of Sadness. I can't remember which one Morthal was. I kind of only remember... Actually, I really don't remember many of the cities at all. Whiterun's pretty easy to remember. I spent a lot of time in Winterhold. All the rest of the cities, I don't really remember much about them, though. I only used a few mod, and they were all cosmetic, aside from Frostfire. Oh, Shiza. Yeah, Skyrim mods are a deep, deep well that you can fall into. Oh gosh. Can we stun lock him? Kind of. The Dwarven city that you had to go through the hot spring area with giants and Forsaken to get to. I think I remember the hot spring area because of these weird, like, vine-like things that you can harvest there, I think. I thought the Dwarven City was underground, though. Forsaken. Wait. Ow. I thought they weren't called... Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought they were called the Forsworn. The tribal people. They were strong. Yeah, Briarhearts. They were tough to deal with if you went there early. Okay, there's 3 of them and one of them sees us. If we can... I think we can go from cover to cover and get behind the one that's shooting us. Okay, we're gonna use this tree. Oh my goodness, there's another one. Okay, nope. Oh, he shot a normal arrow. It's been a good 5 years since I played, though, yeah. We just had to take that one in the face, I guess. Oh, jeez. Okay, so they can shoot normal arrows. I don't really know how to do this. This is kind of our bane. We don't have a shield. So this isn't exactly something we can navigate very easily. We can't outrange them. We can't get close. They know we're here. Do we just leave? Or do we just... Maybe we just charge them on horseback. Oh, no, that's... Okay, clearly not the answer. There's a lot of arrows in us right now. It's not a good time. I guess we go to the trees where we have some actual cover. Oh, why are there so many of these guys? Okay, I'm just gonna avoid them, because I don't... We'll fight the ones that we have to, but we're not gonna win against this many things. Okay, if we're... Oh, I didn't see the third. Okay, if this one's separated, we might be able to take him out. No, his friend is right there. And that's it. This might be an area we need to come back to. The sheer number of enemies and our lack of ability to directly confront them makes this very difficult. Plus, I think we were on our way to get knighted and got extremely sidetracked when we came down here. Question is, though, how do we get out? Probably if we find a grace, we'll be okay. Yeah, here's one. Alright. Can we still use... Oh, that's right, we found the map! Hold on. We were so excited to find this, and then... immediately became... under assault. So this exists beneath... the continent, I'm assuming. And this is but one section of an entire city under... There are 2 maps. That's pretty impressive. It reminds me a little bit of the original Zelda game, how they were very excited to have a high world and a low world, which is where they got the names Hyrule from. Hyrule and Lowrule. It appears we can only travel to Graces down here, but if we go to the well depths, we should be able to find our way out, since that was the place we came in from. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so the Eternal City, we learned, is a city beneath the entire continent. It's terrifying because of large cowmen. It's huge. It's also filled with claymen. And there's a lot of dew-kissed herbas down here. Which seems to be relevant if we need... Wait. Looked like there was a second level there. We saw someone walking around up here. How many herbas did we pick up? Had to be quite a lot. 152. Yeah, I think we're good for a while. Alright. Back on track. Let's go get knighted. Of course, knowing Kenneth, he probably will find some reason not to knight us. He'll probably be like, oh, I'm sorry, you know, there's this terrible demi-fiend infestation I needed to take care of. Excuse me while I go enslave an entire race of people. I say as we stab them. What does the ghost say now? No, he just says the same thing. You're eliminating excuses. Excuses for Kenneth, or Alright, summoning the militiamen seemed to work pretty well here last time, so we'll do it again. Definitely relieved a bit of pressure from us. The demi-fiends are so quick, it's really difficult to get behind them. Yes. Probably. Kenneth, I don't know, man. He seems like a bad person, but he also doesn't seem like a terribly competent person. So if he ever tries anything super fishy, we're probably safe. I love how the guy with several skeletons in tow is gonna show up at this fort and ask to be knighted. It's like, what? I'm a totally trustworthy guy. Don't mind the skeletons. He was supposed to be here. Oh, here he is. Alright, Kenneth, make with the goods.
You, is it? I suppose you must have seen it by now, yes. The sorry state of my fort. Oh, indeed, it is a foul fate for a land to be without a ruler. One must be found, with haste, and not that awful Godric.
Oh, we can definitely at least agree on that. Godric needs to go.
Of the proper lineage to take the reins of Limgrave. I'm sorry to have lifted your hopes, but I haven't the authority to raise you to knighthood.
What? You double-crossing.
Kenneth Height issues his sincerest apology. But now, I must begin my search post-haste for a true and stalwart lord of the proper lineage to take
What?
the reins of
You're looking at him. He's right here.
I must begin my search for a true and...
Alright, so he wants a proper lord. I guess we don't qualify as a proper lord. The all bravado sort wants to promote his friends. They're ghost skeletons, not real ones. It's okay. Yeah. I mean, who's to say anyone can even see these ghost skeletons? Although the enemies react to them, so I suppose they probably are visible. Yeah, Kenneth's is probably the one to spend a little bit too much on a party that he doesn't even want to have because he wants his friends to think he's important. Okay, so Kenneth wants a proper lord. And we're not a proper lord. I don't really know what to do for him to convince him otherwise. Or he doesn't have the authority or whatever. Well, I guess that leaves us to pick another place to go. Impassable Great Bridge. We could try filling in the map. Ugh. But I don't want to go back to the swamp. What is it with Miyazaki and swamps? The guy can't resist adding them to his games. Yeah, I guess we just fill in the map. I don't really have a specifically good lead right now of anything else we should be doing. And so we'll throw our name into the co-op pool. Oh, what am I doing? We should just teleport over here. This has to be the worst place in the game. Oh, he has a cracked pot. Have we not found this guy? Hold up. I don't think we have. Okay, cool. He has a cracked pot, stone sword key, warrior cookbook 15. We get the rot bone arrows and bolts. Not that we ever use them. Sells a champion headband. This looks kind of interesting. Champion pauldron, champion bracers, champion guiders, and gravity's advantage. We'll buy that. Kind of want to see what the champion headband looks like on us. It looks like cloth, so it shouldn't make noise, I assume, so it shouldn't break our stealth. That looks sillier than I thought it was going to look. I think we're good without it. Oh, it's Florida. Or Detroit, or Chicago, depending on the meme maker. Gators. Gators. How did I pronounce it again? I said, I don't remember what I said, but alright, Gators. Yeah, Lepsis had to teach me how to say jail, but it's spelled like, G-A-O-L. I kept saying gowl. Things you wear to walk in. Gators. Oh, like a gate. Or at least that's how I'm gonna remember it. You said guiders. Okay, yeah. Night. What about night? Maybe we have to come here at night. Of course, last time we did that, 2 bosses showed up. We need to focus. We're here for the map. Yeah, it's old English shenaniganry. That's why I said it that way. Map Caelid. Okay. So the horribleness that is Caelid has been revealed to us. Seeing it in map form does not make it look any better. Oh, we never did find that needle that Gowry wanted us to find. We can probably do that. I think he said it was in... It was in the swamp? This whole thing is a swamp. But yeah, I feel ya. I learned a lot of words through books and say them completely wrong. That's understandable. I really don't read very often anymore, but I was definitely guilty of pronouncing Hermione's name as Hermione. Because I tried to make them phonetic, or I followed the wrong kind of idea. Yeah. Well, I mean, when you're just reading, what else can you do? My concept of the word was how I said it in my head. Yeah. Well, I mean, and it's interesting because that's how various dialects can begin. That's part of sometimes what makes learning a new language so frustrating is you try and study it, but you still come off as a goofy foreigner because you just have an inflection that is wrong. Subtle got me for the longest time. I was DMing for a group of friends and I kept saying macabre instead of macabre, and they kept trying to correct me, and I thought they were just joking with me. It wasn't until we got to the end of the session that I realized that they were telling the truth. Alright, Gowry's dog didn't seem to bother us.
You must find the unalloyed gold needle. It's hidden somewhere in the deep scarlet swamp of Aeonia. Then I will tell you, as promised, the secret of the town of Celia.
So it got me for the longest time until someone said it out loud, and I felt really dumb because I knew the word but not how it was spelled. It happens. I think everyone has those memories that they think back on at least like too many times. You'll just be minding your own business and your brain will remind you of that one time where you did something that you think was a total faux pas. See, I don't even know if I'm saying faux pas correctly. Faux pas? Because of the same problem, I've really only read the word, not heard it spoken. But it's something that you think of, but like nobody would remember it if you ever brought it up. Okay, he said the needle was in the swamp of Aeonia. I'm betting that that's this dark area in the middle. But we can't ride Torrent in the swamp. Oh, okay. Message received. Wait, did we just run into him? Oh no, we have the Scarlet Rot. Something tells me we really shouldn't be here either. Faux pas. 12-year-old me aggressively trying to correct a librarian on a book title I wanted. Faux pas. That's just French being French. I can figure those out usually. Very useful for Elizin? Elizin? Is that a race in 14? Or the Limzo Lominza city? Oh, I guess we can ride Torrent into the swamp. Why did I think we couldn't? Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Okay, there's the Grace we already had. In Gridania and Ishgard, mostly. Oh, not Limza Lominza. Okay, we should start doing this programmatically. Not programmatically, what's the word? Efficiently? Let's start combing the swamp. In Gridania and Ishgard mostly, their names are ridiculously French. I mean, there's probably a couple there. Systematically? Thank you. Systematically. You are correct. Alright, we have two rather large land squids here. Or land squirts, or whatever they're called. We could probably just leave them alone. Unless they have the needle. I mean, we've been given so very little clues. Gowry just says it's in the swamp. That could mean anything. Well, wait, he did say it was in the swamp, so we probably don't need to go that way. It's in Aeonia. Cures and Mikote are pretty much universal in the three main city-states. I know Mikote is the race that I played. I don't know if I'm familiar with what a Here is. behind? Oh, I see. I think we've been here before. Maybe this is it. How does he know that there's a golden needle in the swamp? No, that's just a sacramental bud. Like, did he lose it? Did he drop it in the swamp one day and he was like, eh. I can't be bothered to find it. I'll make some idiot tarnished go find it when he runs by. Ul'dah is Dunesfolk, Lalas, and Hellsguard Rogadin, with a heavy minority of Highlander here. Limsa is overwhelmingly Seawolf, Rogadin, and Plainsfolk Lalafell, and Gridania is Elizin here Mikote with a decent population of both sorts of Lala. Here's your humans. Okay. Oh, it's a big beetle. Oh my goodness. Hey, come back, Mr. Beetle. No! He has too much HP! No, we definitely don't want to be in the town of sorcery. I'm in no rush to go back there. I didn't realize that there were two different kinds of Lalafells. I'll be honest, I kind of wrote them off as a joke when I first started playing. And so I didn't really pay much attention to them at first. And now I just like to give Dane a hard time about playing one. A rune arc? Well, what the... A rune arc is interesting, but not what we're looking for. Oh, we can't fight. Yeah, we can't fight in the swamp for a couple reasons. One is our movement is drastically reduced. Two is we will contract Scarlet Rot. And I think the fact that you don't, or at least Torrent, the horse, doesn't contract it, kind of insinuates that the game designers intended for you to fight the monsters in the swamp on horseback. Here's your humans, which come in basic human, Midlander, and tall Nordic-looking Highlanders. Every race has two clans. Now that you mentioned it, I think you're right. Well, I mean, of course you're right. You play that way more than mine do, but what I mean to say is, when I was creating the Mikote, there was a black-furred Mikote. Something about the night or something. I ended up going with the Day Quixote Mikotes. I need like 3 months to just play all my games and get through my backlog so that I can start playing 14 again. Some are more noticeably different from each other, and most have rivalries with each other, seekers of the sun and followers of the moon. Alright, we've got an invisible bug. Maybe we should wait for it to come to us. Man, it's fast. Oh, how'd we miss it? Got it. Oh, poison armament. Is that a spell? No. Gosh darn it, it's an incantation. Incantation of the Servants of Rot. Enchants armament held in the right hand with poison. Those who dwell within the poison know rot all too well, and the death that begets life that comes to all equally. That is to say, the cycle of rebirth put into practice. See the sun follows the moon. They aren't rivals so much as having completely different waking hours. Okay. I feel like there must be some centralized point. Behold up and then likely skeleton. But they have completely different cultures. Gotcha. The only Mikote I remember running into, aside from the refugees in Ul'dah, were... There was that city, because the kind of pervy old monk guy wanted me to go there to train or awaken something within him or another. He was kind of fun. Oh no, it's this guy. Shoot. Well, maybe we're more ready for him this time. We haven't leveled up that much, but, I mean, I don't know. We do have a couple more Estus flasks this time. Maybe we should backstab the one in the back and not the one in front. Like, we should go for this guy, because he's, like, separated. They all have crossbows. Did you just kick us? They're all grouped up. That actually worked pretty well. Criminy. I hate archers. Okay, now we just have to take out O'Neill. Oh, did that not do any damage? Oh no, it did. He just basically doesn't flinch. Oh, that was almost all of her HP. Oh, and we're contracting Scarlet Rot. We're probably going to succumb to it. I really don't want to fight on Torrent, but I think we have to. Otherwise, we're just going to get the Rot. I don't think he can catch us, though. Can he? I mean, he can do that, but... Oh, no. We might be able to dispatch him with magic alone. Oh, how are we out? I thought we timed it so that we would use exactly our full MP bar with each rotation. Yeah, it worked that time. Oh, wait, we paralyzed him? Oh shoot. It was all a trap. It was a ruse. I feel a little bad killing him like this. He just kind of... He's very immobile. This isn't a very interactive fight. But at the same time, getting close to him feels like suicide. Yeah, and we can't... For some reason, we don't have that last cast. Alright, we'll just throw daggers at him, I guess. Oh, jeez. Oh, and he summoned more guys. Oh, okay. That's sad. We could probably get him. We may need to swap our cerulean flask, or our quartz, what is it? Crimson flask to cerulean for a bit more magic. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna have to roll up the chat to read that. That was the U tribe, the Sunseekers. Oh, the guys in the desert. Moonkeepers live in family units where they grow monsters, where they grow mothers. Wait. Moonkeepers live in family units where they grow. Mothers stay with the children, and men roam the territory to hunt for and defend them. So they rarely meet their fathers and trace lineages by matriarch. Sunseekers live in tribes where the males challenge each other for dominance, and only the top male is allowed to breed. Oh, is that why they were fighting over, like, which one of them should be the leader? Lesser males aren't kicked out, but the Noon end up as a central social pin, if not the leader, by virtue of his proven strength and wisdom. Yeah, because there was like a whole quest line trying to help prove that one or the other should be the next Noon or something. And TS split their time homing their skills to challenge for the position and helping guide younger huntresses as they grow. I am a Lord Delver, sorry. Don't apologize. No, I mean, I'm terrible at keeping up on lore and stuff like that, but it's interesting. No, if we can't geek out in our free time, what's the point? Alright. I need to go... I need to go find the Grace so that we can swap our flasks. Okay, O'Neill, you can give up. O'Neill, we're not fighting you. O'Neill, let us teleport. There we go. I've probably mentioned a few times I build characters, not avatars. You have. It's very fascinating to watch you devote that kind of time to your characters. And your updates on Dederick? Dederick are fun. Oh, we don't have any runes because they're all on our corpse. Wait, one thing at a time. We'll realign the flasks. I want... How many can we get away with? Maybe 5? And then we'll make sure we have full bombs crafted and as many daggers as we can get. I delve into lore to ground them, flesh them out, and explore the universe that way. I only play 2 of them regularly, but the others still exist. It sounds like a totally valid way to get into something. There's a kind of family friend of ours who spends all her time writing new worlds and locations for a text-based MMORPG, a style of game called a MUD, if you're familiar with it. I think MUD stands for multi-user dungeon, but it's basically just a giant text-based universe that is run by basically an MMO, except it's just text-based. Anyway, it sounds like the 2 of you would get along pretty well. And frankly, I'm barely playing on Elsa at the moment. I've heard of mods, never joined one. Lepsis and I really tried to join the one that my friend was working on. I gave it a really good amount of time trying to get into it. They're very heavy on the roleplay, and I was pretty bad at it. Whereas you explore a world by delving into the lore and developing characters based on that, I pretty much learn a world by experiencing it mechanically. Not that I can't get into the lore or create characters, but I usually have to do it mechanically first. Alright, so unfortunately we have this knight here who decided to join the fight for some reason. And he's not even part of this boss fight. I'm wondering if we should just leave, because the presence of this single blade throwing knight can potentially upset this entire fight. We'll just go to the nearest grace. But yes, longtime writer and participant in RP forums. Isabel is my cat girl alt, Dedrick's wife. I see. So that's the one that you always post pictures of with Dedrick. Well, we got Ash of War, Poisonous Mist. I suppose that's something. Poison Mist, bathe armament in poison and then slash, spreading toxic mist forward. The armament retains its poison for a little while. That's pretty cool. Too bad we never use them. Okay, what if we try approaching from this direction instead? Maybe we can avoid the knights. We don't even know if Commander O'Neill even has the needle that we're looking for, but I suppose it's as good of a place to start as any. He's like right there, isn't he? Yeah. Okay, so we need to... Actually, why don't we summon some help? If he's gonna summon friends, we should be allowed to summon friends. Okay, good. They're all focused on the skeletons, who admittedly died almost immediately. So, even though they were indeed helpful, sadly, oh, and we just immediately died to one of the regular guys. I also have an Aura, who is intended to be a tank main. The three of them and my friend's tank DPS flank from the core light party from my writing, which allows for multiple warriors of light. Oh, instead of just the one. Well, I thought there were multiple warriors of light. It's just that everyone forgot who they were or something like that. Flex, not flank. Tank DPS flex. I see. So you can be either or. The terminology I'm familiar with regarding that kind of a role is off tank. These guys are so grouped up. I think we have to fight on the horse. We could try to mess around and backstab them, but it's too costly and it's unpredictable. We'll just try running them down on the S with the S-Stock. But they take so little damage. Especially when he buffs them. I suppose we could try firebombing them. Oh wait, he changed the buff. It's no longer a shield buff. Ugh. Yeah, they take more damage now. Okay. So he swaps the buff back and forth. Still, killing these guys like this on horseback is going to take forever. I feel like backstabbing is the only way to go. That didn't work. Well, we have all these cerulean flasks. I suppose we should use them. It only does 196 though. It's not very much. Oh, he reached us. Okay, now can we fight O'Neill head on? I wonder. He can't be backstabbed unless I'm not getting the positioning right. No, I think he just can't be backstabbed. We deal so little damage. I think we have to kill him with magic. Oh, whoops. There we go. But he's just gonna summon more guys, which is annoying. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's weird. We don't have enough MP to use up that last bit of our bar. And I don't know why, because sometimes we do and sometimes we don't. And I don't know what's causing that. It makes me think we should put one more points into mind. Problem is, in spite of all of these glint blades we keep putting into him... Oh, that was not good. In spite of all the glint blades we keep putting into him, he's only at half health. But we're gonna run out of FP. Correction, we pretty much are out of FP. Firebombs are decent at 2/2. We have 8 of them. I mean, it's something. But these are gonna run out. They summoned the Axeman now. So I think we have a couple options. We can... Why did that go through him? We can go for the Axeman. We could even just ignore the Axeman and go for him. These bone daggers are just kind of tickling him, though. We don't have very many left. Alright, what happens if we just go for a strike like that? 82 damage. Heavy attack, we'll try it. Oh, the timing on it was bad. Heavy attack was 116, but I had to get a lot closer to him. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I don't think dealing a little bit extra damage is worth the exposure we have to give him. I think maybe we do have to take out the Axemen. They're just getting in the way too much. Or maybe we simply play this opportunistically and get stabbed in the back. We're so close, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Like, we have to curve it just perfectly so that he can't strike us with the standard that he bears. We also have to avoid the Axemen. Okay, we also have to actually hit. That might, yeah, that was it. The alternative now, I believe, is to double down on cerulean flasks and literally go in with 0 health flasks, which I suppose is an option. Sorry, let me catch up, Izzy. He off-tanks in trial content, and when only 1 tank is needed, he goes DPS. And I also have another Lalafell who was created because it occurred to me that Banana Bana was a valid female name by Plainsfolk conventions, but she grew a personality on me, so I fit her in as being part of Dedric's backstory. Couldn't get Banana Bana, so she is Vanana Vanna instead. Is there another spell you could use? Right between the legs. Yeah, let's see here. Hold on. As far as spells, I know there have to be other spells. But I've been surprisingly light on spells I've actually found, and spells we can use. We can't use this spell, these Oracle Bubbles, because they require Arcane, of which we do not have. We can't use Rancor Call, because that requires Faith, which we do not have. And Night Comet, while probably is pretty powerful, requires 38 Intelligence, and we are a Intelligence Dex hybrid, so we have not gone so deep into Intelligence as to have 38 at this stage of the game. We only have 18. It would literally take another 20 levels to get that far. So no, unfortunately we're stuck with Glint Blade, although I do appreciate Glint Blade as a spell. It's been quite serviceable through the course of the game. Oh no, we can't do it like this because we didn't recraft our... Shoot. We need to recraft the fire bombs. Because even though we can only take 8 of them into combat, that's still 1600 HP damage that we wouldn't be able to do otherwise. Is there anything we can take that boosts? Bone arrows, Grace Mimic. None of these are throwable, and we don't have a bow. It's been doing pretty good, especially since it homes. Room grab and see if can sneak a level. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a much more level-headed approach. I'm sitting here going, I must murder him. But no, grabbing the runes and seeing if we can get a level in mind would theoretically let us rotate in yet another cast of Glint Blade per mana bar, which will add up over the several casts that we have. We just have to outpace O'Neill so he stops fighting us. There we go. Is it me, or are those dragonflies even bigger than the bigger dragonflies? They're pretty huge. Int is mana pool then? No, Mind is. Int is basically damage scaling. And then Mind is how many spells you can take with you, in addition to your MP, which they call FP in this one, since it's technically the bar used by both spells and weapon skills. We actually can't grab a level, but I think we have enough static runes to give ourselves a level. Looks like we need 8,000. Yeah, that should do it. Usually you need int also to just straight up equip certain spells, but you never need mind to equip spells. A little less magic specific just means fancy techniques. Yeah, pretty much. I can't even remember what the F stands for. Something points. Okay, we don't want to summon the militiamen as cool as they are, because they die too quickly. We don't need this. We don't need our healing flask, since we didn't take any. I mean, I guess we could take the throwing daggers. Oh, what's this? Pollyanna, adopted daughter? You know what? At this point, I'll take any help I can get. I kind of feel like it's fair, because he's summoning so many guys to fight us. Oh, wait. Oh, no. You can't ride Torrent when you summon someone. Well, I guess we use her as a distraction then, and go stab these guys. I'm betting she's an NPC. Her name is too high fantasy to not be an NPC. Or feat, but that's a stretch. Like a skill. Oh gosh. I'm starting to regret not taking any health potions. Of course, our strategy was to be on Torrent this whole time and not summon an ally. Is she dead? No, she's still over there. Okay. Pollyanna looks a little dead, but her assistance was at least greatly appreciated. We still can't ride Torrent. Okay, now we can. So now we just have to not get hit and drop 100,000 glint blades on this guy. The real trouble is when he summons the Axemen. Alright, there's the stun. Well, I don't think we should go in for an attack. Oh, focus points. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, I don't think it's feat points. Oh, and that time we can't use the last of the MP. Uh-oh. Foot points. Could be. You can use it to use the quick steps skill. That's a foot skill. Okay, so I think we just ignore the Axeman and go for the Hail Mary to kill him. The Axemen will inevitably get in the way of several Glint Blades, but if they do and they die, so be it. I mean, we want them to die one way or the other, so... Okay. Oh no. Oh no! Why? Okay, lesson learned. Fire bombs aren't very useful to use when there are 4 Axemen around, so we should probably use them first. We can summon the adopted daughter and use her as a distraction at the beginning of the fight. We can't really min-max anything else here. Enhances charged attacks, boosts stamina. Neither of those are really going to help us. Alter garments. What? I'm not sure what that meant. Alright, are there any items? Boost item discovery, rune acquisition. And the daggers did seem to help. Break gem and use FP to produce a magic bolt. No, I don't think we want to do that. We could use the Starlight Shards to gradually recover FP. It's like the only one we have, but what better time to use it? Alright, so we'll equip that. Is there anything here we can... Raises attack power of arrows and bolts, but that's not going to help us. Raises vitality, fire, no. No, none of this seems to work. Okay, so we just craft as many throwables again as we can. Okay, we just need to remember to use the fire pots first this time. Use the fire pots. Summon the adopted daughter. Try to conserve MP as much as possible, but at the same time we just can't get hit. We have no healing flasks. Oh gosh. Right. They have range. This isn't going as well as last time. Polina is almost dead. Or Pollyanna? Come on, Pollyanna, we can do this. Okay, it looks like Pollyanna went down. Why do you have so much HP? Alright, we're just gonna glint blade that last one. Alright, fire bombs first. Shoot. Okay. With those expended, we now simply must do the same thing we did last time with the expectation that the extra damage will be enough. I can only imagine that if you just had a bow and about 1,000,000 arrows, you could just kill this guy on horseback. But since we're limited, we don't have such an option. Okay. We're halfway through our Estus, but we are also halfway through his health. Of course, that was only because of the aid of the fire bombs. Still though, we should at least be in a better position for success here. Even if we have to finish him off maybe the last couple hits with a couple S-Dog strikes, we may be able to get away with doing that. Okay. So we gotta make a decision. We're gonna use our limited use item that apparently restores our FP over time. We'll swap over to daggers and see if we can get him with a couple of them. FP is coming back, but it's coming back slowly. But it's probably going to be enough. We're down to bone daggers. We don't have any normal daggers left. Oh, thank goodness. Good grief. Alright, we got the Commander's Standard. Hey, the gold needle! Nice. Alright. I guess it was a good guess that he had it. That's great. And our FP stopped coming back. So I'd say that was a pretty good use of the item. That item was okay, but like, it definitely was why we won that fight. But just looking at it, it probably only regenerated maybe 1 bar of our MP. And don't get me wrong, that was exactly what we needed. Maybe 1.5 bars, I'm not really sure. But I'm glad I used it because holding on to it to save it for a harder boss fight, like, it's not going to be impactful enough in a harder boss fight. It's not like it regenerated like 5 bars of our MP or something like that. Alright, we can go back to a more normal spread of flasks. Do we have any tiers? No. We also don't have enough seeds. We can at least go back and talk to Gowry, though. Wherever he is. Oh, he's... wait. No, he's here. He also has that terrible dog guarding him. Oh, and another one of these beetles. What the? Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting that one. Oh, and I don't have I don't have the Estus on our hotbar. Okay, we should be good now. Will you leave us alone, you horrifying dragonfly? Okay. Can we get this one? Nice. Wait. Did we not get anything for that? Did that not count? Did he actually teleport away before we could kill him? Oh well. We'll check out whatever ash we got from that one that we just got rid of. Was it unsheath? Maybe it was barricade shield. Skill made famous by Sir Neidhart. Focus your energy into the shield, temporarily hardening it to deflect greater blows. It was either that one or unsheath. Skill of a swordsman of the land of reeds. Sheath blade holding it at the hip in a composed stance. Follow up with a normal. or strong attack to perform a swift slash. Come on, Torrent. Is Gowry's dog passive to us now that we've talked to him? No, I don't even know why I thought that. Good to know. Give up, doggo. We have the high ground. Oh gosh, he does not care about the high ground. Oh, jeez. Alright, Gowry, we've got your needle.
You found the unalloyed gold needle.
Yes, we have.
As promised, I've detailed the secret of Celia right here. Go on. It's yours.
Oh, you know, I should have read what the gold needle did.
Look at the needle. Well, this is a marvel indeed. The work of a true artisan. A meticulous, bold craftsman who grasps the essence of life. Can you give me some time with this? As well made as it is, it won't be much use snapped in half, will it?
Yes, but I wanted to read the description. Oh well. It was a gold needle. It was unalloyed. That's all we need to know. What did he give us in return? It's like a piece of paper. Celia's secret. The town of Celia hides the source. Light 3 flames atop the candle towers to break the seal. Gowry, we kind of already figured that out. Thank you, of course, for your confirmation. But golly, that wasn't much of a secret. Gravity's advantage. Gravitational power that pulls can bring flying foes low.
Can you give me some time with this, as well made as it is?
Yeah, alright, well, I'm assuming we gave it to him. I mean, let's check our key items really quickly. Yeah, I don't see it. Alright, well, we'll leave Gowry to his needle. But okay, and he confirmed we need 3 pillars to light. Didn't we light? I'm pretty sure we lit 2. So we just need to find the 3rd somehow amidst the chaos of invisible assassins. I really hoped to avoid this place. I feel like we are a bit stronger, though, than the last time we were here. Like, we really did kind of just rush out to this place as early as possible. the first time. Wait, is that one? Oh my gosh, how did we miss that? We scoured this place. We never found this one. I can't believe that. Okay, well that's 3 though, isn't it? So the seal by the minor twig here should be open. It does look open. Oh, what's gonna be up here now? Are you kidding me? There was a grace here the whole time? That would have been nice. All we had to do was bop up there and light that torch. We were so close. I did it, says the message. Alright, well, we'll give it an applaud. Okay, so we need to get rid of our marker. Oops. Oh, it threw us out of combat. Or it threw us off the map because we entered combat. Doggone wide sweeping weapons. Whoa. That skeleton did not take very much damage from our backstab. Did his head come off? It did. Somebody in the animation department was having fun. Okay, I don't think we can circle around behind him when he does that sweep. That sweep looked like it covered his whole... Yeah, the only reason we didn't get hit there was because we were actually below him, elevation-wise. Where did this guy even come from? I thought we came up here and there was nothing here. Oh, he's coming back. That guy was tough. Okay, so but thanks to the secrets of Gowry, hardly, but I suppose his note did provide us the motivation to continue looking into the... Oh no. Fancy. I think while his note provided us with the motivation to keep looking, we don't really know what we're looking for. It looks like it's considered to be the Celia back streets. And there they are again. Do they come from the bones? Oh, they did. Okay, so one of them came from, like, the rolling bones, and you're supposed to get attracted to go fight them because you're like, oh, hey, there's this guy shooting at me, and then you come back and then this guy spawns in, the stronger one. It's kind of neat. Evidence of intentional level design. He's got his back to the wall. Which admittedly, if I was fighting somebody who kept backstabbing me over and over again, I suppose putting my back against the wall wouldn't be the worst strategy ever. That hurt. Okay, we're gonna... This guy gives us 2 S's back when we kill him. We're gonna use an early S's just so we can maximize the... Oh, crap, he's not dead. Okay, there we go. So that we can maximize the S's that we get back. Crimson Tears, whatever. A lot of people died here, and we added our own bloodstain to the count. Let's see. I feel like the horse controls so unwieldy. Oh, okay. Can we even make it over there? And even if we can, why do we want to? Oh gosh. Uh-oh. That's probably death. Nope. We still live. I think now I just want over there because of the principle of the thing. Gosh darn it. Every time. It looks like you can make it, and then you just can't. Clearly you can make it over there because somebody put a message up there. But the secret of traveling there eludes me. I'm getting a little tired of fighting this guy, so I think maybe we'll just allow ourselves to murder him with magic. Assuming we don't die first. Oh, whoops. That was an extremely sloppy way of killing him, but I guess it worked. You can use that double jump to offset fall damage, remember. It doesn't help when you're stuck on the wall, of course. Cliff 2. Chezni 0. Oh, we got a glaive. So, the double jump to offset the fall damage, I actually don't think you can. I've tried it a couple times and you still die. Like even when you jump right at the bottom, so that you're like so that the amount of distance you fall is really short, it still kills you. Maybe we should approach from the other side. Is there a different way we can do this? Oh, 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 no, no. How did this entire adventure get derailed because we need to get over there? We don't even need to get over there. Why? I should just let this go. Hold on. How did these people do it? Maybe they came here and used the statue. Come on. Okay. Maybe we're getting somewhere. Maybe not. Come on, horse. Alright, let's just turn a little bit. No? Okay. Yes! Oh, why the messages went away? Come on. Looks like someone tried to jump over there. Well, I suppose we'll leave our mark. What should we put? Visions of city. It's not particularly creative, but whatever. I don't think there's anything we can really gain informationally by being up here, so we shall simply leave now. Visions of falling, more like, gosh darn it. Why didn't I should have done that. That would have been better. Cider was doing it to get down a cliff when I was watching him, and it seemed to work. Okay, I will test it out here, since we might as well. Or, hold on. I'll actually do one better. Oh. Okay. I'll come up here, erase the message. And do visions of falling. Assuming, of course, that falling is... let's see, look carefully. It has to be something similar to falling. Visions of too high up. That might be one we do. He was also standing in a river, and I don't know if that matters. I don't know either. I mean, hey, if I'm wrong, I'm happy to be wrong. It means I can offset the fall damage. Visions of pickle. That one might be kind of funny. Introspection? Resignation. Visions of on the brink. Visions of ruin. Affinities. Body parts, directions. Places. Underground. Situations. Visions of a high spot? Nah. Actions. Gesturing. Visions of jumping. Visions of jumping off. Alright, these are nouns, so we probably don't need them. I'm spending too much time on this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do jumping off. I can't remember where it was though. Here we go. Visions of jumping off. Oh, hey. We have another message. Praise the horse. Indeed. Okay, how many runes do we have? Too many. I need to get somewhere where it's easier to get to. Okay. Assuming I do this right, all we need to do is just jump right before we land. Oh shoot. Yeah, so I know I didn't do that perfectly, but I still think that probably wouldn't have killed us if we had jumped normally. I'll try it again real quick. But cider being in a river, I don't know, that might have affected the physics. Oh. Alright, I'll try to jump closer to the ground this time. Yeah. Oh shoot. I did the Shrine of Marika. That's okay, we should just be able to teleport here. But okay, alright, Gowry with his infinite wisdom, which I know I'm hard on him, but I guess technically his advice did get us up to this part. But Gowry directed us here, but why? What is here? I mean, we broke the seal. Unless this seal wasn't important, like maybe each flame breaks an individual seal in the city, but maybe all three do something else together, and this opening here was simply just one of the three seals. What is that? Oh, it's just a skeleton. What the? What was that? Looked like a giant boulder. Hey, what? Oy. Well, a lot of skeletons up here, but I'm not terribly inclined to fight them. Especially because I don't really see anything up here worth investigating. Likely fire, in short, let there be mist. I don't think anything is over there. Oh, right, it's just this one. Oh, yeah. Whoa, what the? Why? Why would that happen? Who would do that? Is that simply a trap of the town of Celia? I mean, it did appear that it came out of an arcane origin, so it wouldn't surprise me. There's also that giant on top of the cliff that throws arcane-infused pots at you. Perhaps that's his doing. Oh, and that looks like a dragon wing. It is a dragon wing. Grail's Dragon Barrow. Oh, this is the... Hold on. We read an item description that mentioned this place. The... Yeah, the right half is said to reside in Fort Ferreth in the Dragon Barrow. Oh boy. Oh, there's two of them. Alright. I'm gonna assume this big dragon is either sleeping or dead. I'm hoping dead. We can't climb up him. That's not a good sign. It kind of insinuates he's still alive. But okay, so there's some kind of fort here that contains the left half of that medallion we have. I bet that's the fort. Or that. Either or. Let's go to this one. It's less intimidating. Visions of falling more like, alas for the delay. He was also landing in a river, and I don't know if that matters. Recklessness would also work. Jumping off also works enough, I guess. That should have done it, yeah. There might be a max height 2, where you just die no matter what. Yeah. That's probably it. And dragons. Why not? Indeed. These are probably just the babies. Probably. It's why I'm not terribly inclined to try to kill them. I really don't want to upset the big one. Although a really childish part of me wants to poke it just to see if it wakes up. But it's so ingrained into the environment, right? Although they could just be clipping it into the environment and it's not actually part of the terrain. This is such a dumb idea. What? I have to know. Alright. No, I don't think that did anything. Although, to be honest, it probably would be like the equivalent of a gnat landing on you while you were sleeping. The minor Erd tree. Well, but the fort is supposed to be in the Dragon Barrow. So if that's the minor Erd tree, we probably do need to go this way. Looks pretty clipped. Yeah. That's what I'm afraid of. Alright, there's at least 2 dragons over there. Yeah, the fact you can't jump over it is very suspicious. There's 1 dragon there. So there's at least 3 dragons. There's 1 there, so 4. At least these ones are smaller than a Geel. Is that a different one? So maybe 5, 6? Between 4 and 6 dragons. That's 7. That's between 5 and 7 dragons too many. 9, 10? Good grief. Well, at least we can get the map for the area. Dragon Barrow map. Oh, that's the Bestial Sanctum. We've been there. I think we got teleported there. But we actually know how to get there on foot now. This is full of... This is a full flight of dragons. Very screamy dragons, yeah. At least they don't seem to be terribly hungry or malicious. They seemed pretty okay to just kind of let us be. We already fought Agil the dragon. He was pretty big. I think he was bigger than those little dragons, but way smaller than that huge dragon. Now see, this dragon looks like a dragon that's actually, yeah, because we can climb up on him. It also looks like he succumbed to the scarlet rot. Especially the way his eyes look. Behold, back. Indeed. We're just super farsighted, not super territorial. Oh, and there's T-Rex dogs over there. Dogs over there. Who would build a shack out here? That guy.
Well, there's been an age since I've seen a
I bet it has been an age since you've seen a customer.
here at the end of the earth.
I wonder what he has. Dragon wound grease. Solidified grease made from a mixture of gravel stones. When the dragons were born from their ancient kin, they lost their stone scales, which now can be used to cause them mortal harm, granting anti-dragon effects. We can buy a lot of invading items from him. Small clump of sharp-pointed stone. Such compound stones found in the lands once beset by ancient dragons are said to be the scales of those very beasts. He has a pot. We'll go ahead and buy his pot. Wait, this is a ritual pot. Hold on. This isn't a cracked pot. Special item with greater durability than a cracked pot. Oh, shoot. I wouldn't have bought it then. Since I don't think we have any recipes for anything that uses a ritual pot. A beast repellent torch? He sells the samurai armor. And a couple notes. We'll buy his notes.
Have a safe journey.
No problem, dude. Enjoy the dragons. Alright, waypoint ruins. Someone lurks among the waypoint ruins on the roads through Limgrave. That is actually not useful. We already ran into him. It was Patches. Unless... Oh wait, I think... Was it these two we bought? What the heck, I'll just read them all. Fort Gale in Caelid houses a gateway that leads to Redmane Castle? Fort Gale in Caelid. And then there is a hidden cave in the town of Celia. Look beyond the graveyard at the precipice. Precipice. Beyond the graveyard. A hidden cave? We'll have to take a look at that. His eyes just look mummified, or desiccated at least. Yeah, I mean, I guess if he was dead for a while, he would have been there. Isolated merchant's shack. So close to the great tree, and yet so far away. Whoa! Is that one of Alexander's buddies? Oh, he's gonna get away. This is a dangerous game we're playing. Oh, apparently you can't do a stun attack against these guys. Nice. Ash of War Sky Shot? Oops. Sky Shot. Archery skill performed from a low stance. Ready the bow, then fire an arrow high up into the air, arcing so as to strike the enemy from above when it comes down. Usable on light bows and long bows. Interesting. You know, because we have points in dexterity, we really should equip a bow. Do we even have one? No, we just have a crossbow. Have we been there? Oh, we have. Whoa, it's a giant skull. Okay, well, we have no desire to go there now. We need to find out if this is the fort that they referenced. Jeez. There are cliffs higher than this one. Something about that is intimidating. Oh no, he's gonna get away. Crud. Oh no. Alright. 8 somber smithing stones. That might be nice if we had a use for them. There's a guard over there. I wonder if we can hit him. Seems to be like a potential secret entrance. I love that he looked down, like he saw us. He has a lot of HP for what appears to just be a normal guard. There's a circle of things down there. Look like chairs. And why is there... What is this whiteness? Oh, this is something to guide the players to it. Player would naturally be drawn to a divergence of texture and equally would realize that it's safe to jump down at that moment. Liven? Do you mean lichen? Lichen, yeah. No items ahead. And yet, I must still check. I feel like we could ride Torrent across there. That might be ill-advised, but I feel the need to do so anyway. Come on, Torrent. iPad is clumsy. No worries. There we go. Okay, this is either the best idea or the stupidest idea. Okay, it wasn't that bad. Okay, well, it was almost bad. I can't take this. Oh no! We came here, there's nothing here. I suppose there's a nice view. There really is no reason to come over here. That tree doesn't look well rooted. No, it doesn't. It kind of looks like it's coming out of the cliff. I guess I have a spyglass. Hang on. Nah, the fog is still blurry. It's kind of hard to see. Almost looks like it's in the water. Alright, how do I cancel this? There we go. Very just impaled into the ground. Yeah. I don't quite understand the lore on the Erd tree yet. It seems to be important. It grows saplings, and the saplings have seeds that can be used to enhance the flask here, and then try dashing through? You're kidding me. No, I think he's right. Huh. And we already killed the guards, so we're safe. Necessary item ahead? Oh, someone died here. Wait. Do they mean... Hold on. Did they mean to go over there? Item ahead. Enemy ahead. Oh. They're not wrong. What is this guy even doing out here? This is a really bad place for us to fight an enemy like that. We can't, like, we have no room to circle around and backstab him. Can we summon? This is a place we could really use the help. No. Um, I suppose we could just throw fire bombs at him. Or we could try to set up a bunch of glint blades. Maybe both? Oh gosh. Oh. Wow. Oh, I keep skipping the crimson. Alright, punk. Oh no, we're out of magic. What have I done? Okay. I don't think this is the intended method of dispatching this enemy, but at the same time, making you fight a shielded... Oh, he has fire bombs. That's interesting. We're out, though. Dang it. Okay, maybe we can get in now. That's not good. Oh, come on. Nice. Okay, what is this? Stone sword key. Okay, guys. I don't know if I would consider that a necessary item. No item ahead. That's fine. I still want to go check it out. Ah, I don't believe it. Okay, so now that we've come here and done this for reasons I really can't even explain, let's go take that ladder up. No item ahead. Be wary of hole. I don't believe it. Nice view of the cliff, I suppose. Oh, we should have used torrent. Seek death. Great. I suppose maybe we can land there. Okay, we're fine. Be wary of hull. Oh, great. This is probably where we die. I think we just knock him off the edge. Oh. Maybe. Okay. Horseback battle ahead. I can't believe we've made it like this far, and yet I feel like we've accomplished nothing. We've scaled the outside of this tower in quite a large capacity, and yet I don't even know what we're doing here. But it looks like there's a grace here, which is amazing. No, this is the Divine Tower of Caelid. I don't think this is where we're supposed to be at all. Well, we have the grace here. I guess we can come back later. Although I'm kind of curious. Lyre ahead. Left required ahead. It's tightly blocked shut. Okay. There's no item ahead here. We've been bamboozled. Wait, what do these messages say? Ah, Lord, I did it? How did someone die here? Be wary of right. The right? Be wary of right. Great, it's one of these guys. Hopefully that's enough. That is not enough. We can't fight in a hallway. Our build cannot fight in a hallway. It doesn't work. Especially against someone with a shield. Okay. Everyone kept saying be wary of right. Oh, I see. Actually, that's okay. He doesn't have a shield. We're much happier with that. And we actually have space to fight him. Oh, he's so scary. Oh no. Tried for the chain backstab and it didn't work. Does not open from this side. Where the heck are we? Let there be fire? I mean, we have fire bombs. Maybe that's not what they mean. That looks like it's gonna break. Yep. Grass? We can't use torrent. So, where do we go from here? Oh, down there. I see. Wow, Golden Rune 12? I didn't even know they went up that high. Jeez. But where do we go from here? You're kidding me. No. Okay. Jeez. That is not correct. I needed more confidence. Oh, we have to fight those guys. Man. Okay. Oh, the two-handed guy got here for some reason. Well, I think we now know what killed someone over here. They probably lured some of these guys out up here and then died. What is he doing? Oh, he has fire. Oh, nice. Our runes are up here. I think I'm gonna go back. We have enough runes for a level or two. I'd like to maybe use them. Oh, can we not go back? Oh shoot, we dropped down. Can we teleport? Yes, okay. Okay, so given what we have, what do we want more of? We could start working towards 38 intelligence, but that's a pretty high count. We could also put a couple points into dexterity. That would allow us to deal a bit more damage with our backstabs. I don't know, it's a tough choice. We'll go for int for now. One day we will get more spells. That will be a nice day. Until that day, we're still stuck with Glint Blade. Oh well. I think that's where I'm calling it for tonight. For any of you who happen to be watching on YouTube and you're super bored and you want to hang with me live, feel free to check me out at Twitch Chezni. Otherwise, for any of you still hanging with me here on Twitch, thank you as always for watching. If you're also super bored, feel free to go to Chezni 2004 on YouTube to see my other videos. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.